You have to ask him, I guess, if you talk to him. But yeah, you know what? I think he always says, like, if you told him when he was a kid he could have this career, he would take it in a heartbeat. So it's a great way to look at things. We all would, we all would, just even to be here. So.
Erik Johnson hangs up his skates after 17 remarkable NHL seasons. Good day, hockey fans, and welcome back to Across the NHL. Today we're taking a moment to honor a player who has given everything to this game over nearly 2 decades. Erik Johnson, the first overall pick from the 2006 NHL Draft, has officially announced his retirement from professional hockey after 17 seasons of dedication, resilience, and unwavering commitment to the sport we all love. Now, when you think about Erik Johnson's career, the word that immediately comes to mind is perseverance. This is a player who could have easily walked away from the game multiple times, but instead chose to fight through adversity time and time again. His journey is not just about statistics or highlight reel plays. It is about what it truly means to be a professional athlete in the modern era. Let us go back to where it all began. June 2006. The St. Louis Blues selected Erik Johnson with the very first pick of the draft, ahead of names like Jordan Staal, Jonathan Toews, and Claude Giroux. The expectations were enormous. When you are chosen first overall, especially as a defenseman, you are not just expected to be good. You are expected to be a franchise cornerstone, a player who will anchor your blue line for the next 15 years. Johnson's path to the NHL was not conventional, even before he was drafted. He spent time with the U.S. National Team Development Program, where he showcased the kind of two-way ability that scouts dream about. He had size, standing 6'4". He had mobility for a big man. He had that rare combination of defensive responsibility and offensive instinct. Everything pointed towards a spectacular professional career. But here is where Johnson's story becomes truly compelling. Just as he was finding his footing with the Blues, tragedy struck. In 2007, during a golf cart accident, Johnson suffered serious injuries that threatened not just his season, but potentially his entire career. For a young player still trying to establish himself in the league, this could have been catastrophic. Most people would have been devastated. Most would have questioned whether the hockey dream was worth pursuing anymore. Erik Johnson did not quit. He fought through rehabilitation. He worked his way back onto the ice. And when he returned, he was not diminished. He was determined. The next major chapter of Johnson's career came in 2011 when he was traded to the Colorado Avalanche as part of a blockbuster deal. This is where Johnson would truly make his mark on the NHL. Over 12 seasons with Colorado, he became exactly what the organization needed. Not always the flashiest player on the ice. Not always the one generating the headlines. But absolutely essential to everything the team was trying to build. What made Johnson so valuable in Colorado was his consistency. Year after year, whether the Avalanche were struggling through rebuilding phases or competing for playoff positions, Johnson was there. He logged heavy minutes against top competition. He played through injuries that would sideline lesser players. He mentored younger defensemen as they joined the organization. He was the epitome of a professional. Think about the evolution Johnson witnessed during his time with the Avalanche. He arrived when the team was in flux, trying to find its identity after years of mediocrity. He was there through the difficult seasons, the coaching changes, the roster overhauls. And then as the pieces started coming together with players like Nathan MacKinnon, Cale Makar, and Gabriel Landeskog, Johnson was still there, providing that steady veteran presence that championship teams absolutely need. The 2022 Stanley Cup victory with Colorado was the crowning achievement of Johnson's career. After everything he had been through, after all the injuries, the setbacks, the disappointments, he finally got to hoist hockey's ultimate prize. And if you watched the celebration, if you saw the emotion on his face, you understood what that moment meant. It was validation. It was redemption. It was proof that perseverance pays off. Following that championship, Johnson spent his final season with the Buffalo Sabres, bringing his veteran leadership to a